Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how y'all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher, yes, ThePandaPuncher, and welcome to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. I've wanted to do this for so long, and I finally pulled the finger out, and yeah, here we are. I've already created the world. I got a wee bit bored, and it's only 203 years old, but we'll live with it. This series will not be in any way a tutorial. I'm not going to explain too much about the game. I'm just going to play it. There's countless tutorials out there for those who are interested, and I would advise Quill18's series, or any of his series. He's just a fantastic person to watch to learn how to play a game of this nature. Simulating the first few days of the world here before we choose our embark location. And yeah, I'm just so looking forward to this. And here we go. Let's always do a quick search. 3x3 area, no savagery. The only things I sort of determine is I want a fluxstone layer. I don't want an aquifer. Need to make sure we have shallow and deep metals. Oops, it's the wrong way. Don't want to make sure there's multiple. And I do like a bit of deep soil. So let's search for them, and that'll comb through the world now and highlight any and all areas that meet the criteria that I've just entered. And it's not that many so far. But yeah, we'll let this run through and then start searching. I kind of want to embark in a relatively calm area, just due to the simple fact that this is the latest version of Dwarf Fortress and I haven't played that much of it. I gave it a quick go the very first release there was with the taverns and everything like that. But yeah, there's a lot to the game now compared to what I used to have. So we are searching. Don't want to be near any dwarven buildings. No mountains in this area. I do like mountains. If we embark over here, we're going to be close to a lot of civilizations, which could be interesting, especially if they're like fucking elves, bastards. I'm not going to take too long searching this. This is temperate. Trees are scarce though. I don't like that. Do not like that. It is because we're in Super Mountain. There's no trees here. What? Well, let's check down here then. Oh, I didn't realize how big this goddamn world was. A lot of evil over on this island. I do like the idea of that. Just have it there as something potential fun later on. There's a lot of civilizations around here though. Now I've lost my cursor. Warm woodland, moderate calm, the burden of birth, stream, sand, clay, deep soil, shallow metals, deep metals, and fluxstone layer. Let's move over on the actual mini screen so we can have the stream running straight through our embark zone, and we shall go. Embark, yes. I'm not arsed choosing anything too crazy here, so let's just take the first option. I am ready. Let's get this game started. Yes, I'm ready. Go.
Of the new land for our kingdom.
No, I meant to read the intro message. No. The tileset I am using for this is Iron Hand. It has this kind of just this overall sort of dirty medieval sort of feel to it, with its muted colors and stuff like that. So we're literally in a valley right here, with sort of like a little escape point over to the left. Lots of trees, lots of flat land. I'm pretty sure these aren't going to be tallest. No, it's flat up there. Right, so where to? I'm probably just going to dig straight down, because why not? And to that end, I need to just bear with me. I'm going to plan out my farm straight away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how I usually set up, is with a system like this. Farms usually the first thing built, start growing your plum helmets and all the stuff you need to brew, drink and stuff, because you don't want your dwarves getting thirsty. That's just cruel. Now if we do that, it gives us a pile of extra room then to make more farms if needs be. And this turns out where we are digging down. And then we shall also dig down to level 125. Yep, now alongside that, let's cut down a pile of these trees that are sitting about. Hopefully our dwarves aren't stupid and get themselves knocked in the head, but again, time will tell. We shall also create a zone over here for animals, and we keep this water in the corner for them. So create the zone, designated as a pasture, sort out the animals that don't need pasteurized, and then fire those ones in the zone. Anything else I want to do straight away? No, let's let our dwarves and stuff get started, really. That's about it. So you're going to see them chopping trees and digging. There's going to be a lot of that to start with. That's how the game works. We have struck gold already. Are you serious? Fucking brilliant. I love finding gold in this game, because I just make golden goblets and sell them and make a complete and utter fortune, eh? So we'll do. It's gonna look a bit weird, but screw it. Screw it. I like to start with 4 farms. I don't know why. It's just a thing that's sort of developed over time. We do have the space now to start our first storage area, get some things sorted. But this storage area, whilst it is designated for food, it is beside the farms. So I only want seeds, so I'm forbidding everything else. That sounded a wee bit tutorial-y, but I'm kind of just trying to explain what I am doing in some regard. So we've got a couple of decent layers of soil and dirt, which allows us to quickly get like our initial workshop area up and running, which is good. Oh, gold at 2 levels. Oh, I love this embark already. I actually had a test game running yesterday evening, just to see, you know, the whole recording setup, and because Dwarf Fortress always presented a problem me to get recorded. It's just all the software I used just didn't like it. But finally found a solution for it, and here we are. But yeah, quite an more gold. I do like that. I like that a lot. Going to do our first mining area. Not mining. Yes, workshop area. Yes. Now I do have a. When I first started playing Dwarf Fortress, my forts took on. Well, the very start it took on a very Quilliot theme, because that's who I learned off. But then, slowly but surely, I had my own distinctive sort of influences on it, and bits of research here and there, and I finally just set on a design that I haven't changed much since, and it's a very takes advantage of the Z levels in the sense that it minimizes the overall movement of my dwarves. So everything's sort of accessed through stairs and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see me go up and down levels a lot like this, instead of, you know, sprawling sideways and all this kind of thing, because the more pathfinding you need to do, the late game you start losing your frames, and, you know, sooner rather than later you just have to quit your fort due to the fact that it's no longer playable. So it isn't, and that's not fun after you spent, you know, quite a bit of time getting everything set up and investing and stuff. We have 4 idlers. I need to get them something to do. A lot of people do like to set up an initial need a refuge area. So if we're digging in here, just stick it here, why not? There we go. That'll be where we dump our initial stuff. We struck onyx opal. Don't care for that. Only want your pardon me. Only want the high value metals and decent ores that we can smelt to find more metals. Something like lemonite, you know, that has iron ore in it, so we can smelt it down. Be nice if we could find lignite or something in one of these soil layers, but not howling out too much hope. See, this is the main advantage here of mining at your initial workshop area and storage area out of the deep soil. You get it up really, really quickly. And my throat is dying right here. I'm going to give us a wee drink of water here. Yeah, sorry about that. And that's exactly what you want, you know, whilst recording, is a coughing fit or a throat that is slowly seizing over. So our two miners here should get this cleared out pretty quickly, and we will get our workshops in as the spaces become available. First one, always Carpenter's Workshop. Let's not use up the little stone we have, let's use some wood. Whoops. Suppose I should set the hotkeys up. So yeah, F1, zoom here, name that to top. Nope, you need to get rid of gate first. Top. Then F2 always leads us to the farms. F3 is always the first of our mining levels. Not mining levels, I keep saying mining. Workshop levels. God damn it. F4 will be your first bedroom level whenever we get round to it, but it's not a priority at the minute. Build P farm plot 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Oops, that's too big. There we go. The reason I changed and chose was it Iron Hand to be the tile set I used today? It's because there's my throat again. Bloody hell. I was when I was testing yesterday, I was using Phoebus, and Phoebus usually used to be my favorite. That's the one I would sort of lean back on the most, and it didn't look right. It didn't feel right. Something's changed about it since I last played the game, and yeah, I just decided, you know what, Iron Hand is going to be the better one. Just need to make this one's settings the exact same as the other one, so they only to accept seeds. That's the only downside to the early game in this. One, you've got that sort of early colony expectation. Everything's fresh, new, they haven't come across any major dangers yet. But there is always the chance that something terrible will go wrong. Now for the music you hear in the background, that is a sound pack that's available with Dwarf Fortress if you download the Lazy Noob pack. It gives you a whole pile of utilities and extra features, some of which you will see me using, such as automated workflow, workshop orders and the like. And yeah, this one is simply Stone Sense. It's a big massive sound pack for it and has some fantastic music in the background. I'm just hoping I have all the annoying noises disabled before they actually become annoying. And what the hell are they? They are badger boars. They could be annoying. They're not super dangerous or anything, but they just could be irritating. Look, they're already aggravating my dogs. They're running all over the place. They just can be a pain in the ass, to be honest. So they could. I'm not sure if they steal any of your supplies. I'm not sure at all. Okay, the farms are built, so let's... Oh, wrong button. So we're going to be planting all year round plump helmets on this one. All year round, oops, plump helmets on this one. Plump helmets is going to be our main source of farming material, simply due to the fact that we can make beer out of it, essentially, and keep everybody happy. So in spring, we're going to plant dimple cups in this one. In summer, cave autumn, pigtails, and in winter, more plump helmets. And on this one we shall have some sweet pods. Spring we shall take the quarry bushes, more pigtails, and of course finish the year off with plump helmets. For those of you who've never played this before, this is going to look like absolute fucking nonsense. Build, workshop C, carpenters. Now another thing is, my first set of workshops face against each other, so that's doubled up. So I have 2 carpenter, 2 mason, and 2 craft workshops. It's a method that I've stumbled upon. I like it. It works. Here's one of our most important ones, the still, which will brew the beer to keep our dwarves nice and drunk so that they don't really have any feelings and the world around them seems better than it actually is. And we also need to fire down a mechanics workshop because we will be building bridges soon and we need to be able to put them up and down. Oh, there's the space now. Not animal trap. Workshop basin. Not gonna have too many jobs on the go just yet, simply because then nothing will get done. Everybody will... Oh, what was that noise? I think that was one of the noises. I don't like it. Needs empty bucket. It's the job cancelled noise. That's the one that's going to irritate me. Yeah. It's already started. That one will be corrected hopefully for the next video. Because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put up that one myself when I actually turn down the headset volume. I love the music in this game, but that goddamn noise just pisses me off. Go on, finish off the room because I need to sort out all my stuff. Right. Build. Workshop. Craft. Workshop. There we go. And the last two ones, I don't know why, but I've always did a leather works and a bowyer shop. I think it's a bowyer shop. It's a tanner's shop, isn't it? Because we want if we start butchering animals in the early game, I don't want their hides going to waste, rotting away. I want them to be converted into useful material as soon as. Let's pause that a second. We need to set up all of our stockpiles. Now this is going to look like a mess. Wood. Stone shall be 2 by 2 wide in front of the stonemasons. Makes sense, you know. Furniture gets produced a lot, so it's going to be a massive stockpile to start with. Food. We have 2 food stockpiles, or I do, to start off with 2 3 by 3s. But we need to change the settings to this one. This one will only accept drink. So it will. And this one will accept everything but drink and seeds. And lye, because that causes issues later on. Because if lye is stored in... don't even really want to get into it, but essentially you need lye for other things. And if it gets stored in a barrel, in a stockpile, then you can't use it. The game can't find it. It's... yeah. Now, let's get finished goods up. Finished goods do take up quite a bit of space. So we shall get that going there. And now I just do sort of like mini stockpiles for the rest of the stuff, just to get them stored. So animal, oops, coins, what else? Gems, bars, cloth. Then there's leather, ammo, sheets. Nope, capital S for sheets. Then we need weapons and armor. That leaves us with a thin sliver for something else, and I'm not going to be able to play unless... so I'm just making it half furniture, half finished goods. So now our dwarves are going to be very, very, very busy, because they're all going to be hauling shit in here. No idlers. Idlers is in the top right hand corner. Essentially, how you deal with that is if you see idlers, you just start doing stuff. If you've just been waiting on things to be done, and all of a sudden, maybe you're at 60 dwarf strong fortress, and you look up and you're like, geez, I have 14 idlers. Just get them to smooth something, or just, yeah. Damn, Q. Stone stockpile. I don't want any gold being stored there, because that'll be going into a different workshop area where we actually have our smelters and all that kind of thing. So you want to forbid those, want to forbid those. We only want the other stones, such as your sandstone and all that kind of stuff. So you can stop hauling that shit up, you pricks. So F1, everything's okay up here. Build D, trade depot. Always forget to build a trade depot, and that just causes a big issue later on. don't think we're going to wall up too soon. Because I just don't think we do. Anything else I'm forgetting? It's been that while. It's been a while since I played this, and I'm trying to remember. Is there anything I'm forgetting in terms of, just starting game, early game strategy? What are we? Outpost Lolo Canal or Granitehours. That's our fort. Welcome to Granitehours. That was one of the things I would have been able to tell if I hadn't accidentally pressed enter far too many times at the start and skipped the little intro message. Oh, I'm raging with myself that I did that. I've been waiting to play Dwarf Fortress on this goddamn channel for so long, and I screw up one of the best parts at the start. It's nothing special, it's just a process you go through. So it is. We probably can do with demolishing the wagon because it's just ugly. Actually, maybe I should zoom in a wee bit. Not that it improves the graphics or anything, but you can sort of get a feel for what's going on. F2, yeah, planting away, that is good. Oh, we don't have an F4 yet. So yeah, Q. Actually, dig. There's two little jobs. You'll see them in a second. They're in the noble section. They're like, you can assign sheriffs, brokers, doctors, that kind of thing. And they need offices. And the grander the role, the more they need. And then you get ranks later on, like barons and baronesses, and sometimes a queen. And they have ridiculous demands for the quality of the room, the size of the room, the stuff that's in it. But the starting people, they just need a chair. They're not picky. They just need a chair. Okay, I'm not queuing up too many jobs, just due to the fact that I kind of want, especially the wooden stockpile, to get filled up straight away, because it's the one that has the most supplies readily available, and therefore takes up the most time of our dwarves getting it done. And yeah, we'll also get the 2 chairs done quickly. See, everyone here is storing item in stockpile. This guy's making the chair, and he's planting, and our expedition leader is doing nothing. Okay. A couple of emus lying about, and then we have a couple of fish in the stream, and one of the badger boars is dead, probably mauled by either a dog or our hunter used up his initial ammo to get it done. So we did. Not going to want any of not going to want to use any of these 2 levels for anything. That's down the bottom here. We'll probably have our first bedroom level at 125. And believe you me, if you are the kind of people who think that dwarves deserve, comfort and space, then you're going to hit my rooms. Because mines are minimalist. Get the job done kind of rooms. Maximize space and pathfinding until, I get down to the sort of deeper levels and I want to build taverns and inns and religious places and all that kind of nonsense that's new to the game. Probably go a wee bit crazy then. Okay, now we have those 2 chairs set up. We need a broker. That'll be the expedition leader. The broker is the person who deals with the trade caravans whenever they arrive. We need a bookkeeper. That will also be our expedition leader, because he was doing the hunt, so he's been chosen. I need to change its settings to make sure he keeps the highest precision counts available, and I'll show you why that's significant in a second. And we also want a manager. This can be the butcher, because he's not doing anything else. And as you can see, they require something, and they require a office, and it needs to be meager, and believe you me, it's going to be meager. So yeah, we'll make this an office. We'll de-size it just simply to the size of a chair. We'll assign that to our expedition leader, who has several roles, and we'll make this one another meager room, assign a chair, and we'll make that the manager's chair. Now the manager's chair has creating a manager's role is quite beneficial in the sense that you can set bulk order jobs instead of having to go into a workshop and adding the job there. So you just press J for jobs, M for manager, Q for new order, and say we want beds, and make No, construct bed, and we want 10. We also want rock door. Yeah, we'll want 10 of them. What else? It's only critical ones I want from that. The rest I can set up on the workshops. But I want you to start wooden spiked ball. 30 of them, please. Now, you may think that I'm creating these for weapons. I'm not. I'm creating them to sell them. It's luckily in this game, and from only a gaming perspective, because I'm not going to get started in the politics of it, there isn't a supply and demand effect in the economics of Dwarf Fortress. Maybe Toadie will get round to that at some point, but it's not there at the minute. So essentially, spiked wooden balls are quite easy to create. They're part of a bigger sort of weapon project. They're quite easy to create, and they are relatively pricey. So I just build a shit ton of them at the start and sell them all to the first dwarf caravan that comes along, and boom, I'm rolling in the monies, which is always good. Can't believe I said rolling in the monies. So yeah, we'll make, what was it, 90 of them to start with. We will be making more, and our main industry though will be golden goblets whenever we eventually have gold set up. So there's still 3 idlers. I don't like that, especially when we still have stuff unbuilt here. So we do. What is everybody doing? Sleeping. No jobs. Woodcutter and hunter. Aye. Okay, now things are getting done. That's good to see. We are going to have to start digging in stone soon, because we don't have a lot of stone left. Now, let's add the first of our crafts, which in this case is only going to be wooden bolts. We want to repeat that job, but we do want to set a workshop limit on it. So this is one of the little add-ons I was talking to you about. You can't actually control this in the base game. Maybe once again it'll be brought in, but this is one of the little Dave hack things. It's just an ease of life thing. So we'll set up this, then it's Shift A. We'll make a bolt of any wood, and Shift R for the range. We want to keep 15 to 20 bolts around at any one time. And now that'll automatically keep 15 to 20 about, as long as someone's available to actually create them. We shall create a rock mechanism here. We shall repeat that. Basically same process, but we'll leave it at the default 5 to 10 because we don't need that many. And you're making rock doors. You're making rock doors. Spiked wooden balls. Spiked wooden balls. I may have done this the wrong way around. Yeah. JM. Let's remove. Just did it in the wrong way around. So does that remove them from there? No, it does not. That is just typical. Where do you remove the cancel? Don't cancel the fucking bed. Just cancel the other thing. Idiots. Cancel. I'll explain why at some point. I'm really concerned that we don't have the still set up yet, because at the end of the day we do not have a lot of resources. Now this is where having the bookkeeper make sure everything's accurate is. Maybe earlier on you saw a glimpse of the screen, and a lot of the stuff here had question marks. They had a number, but they had a question mark beside it because we weren't too sure what we actually had in storage. A bookkeeper with the ability to accurately predict all this stuff, you can keep a good tally of everything your fort has, which again is nice. So down there we have the first of our beds and doors made. Probably good if we had a place to put them eventually. So let's, and this will probably be the last thing I do in this video, is plan out and show you my initial sort of bedroom area. A lot of people, if anybody who actually plays Dwarf Fortress sees this at any point, they may possibly be disappointed with what I'm going to be doing here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whoops, 7, 8. Also, you're going to hear me count a lot. My ability to count to around 10 is going to be fantastic by the time I'm finished here. Okay, so essentially we're going to repeat this on all sides, and it will look pretty awful. 1, 2, 3. How many is that now? I lost count being an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7s and 8. Let's get rid of that. And we should probably have kept these away. But it's just handier to delete them after the fact. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, the reason why the bedrooms are like this is, one, it's all central to the fort's central stair column, and as you can see, they're only 1 by 4. So that's more than enough space to store. What would you call it? To store a bed, a chest of drawers, and a cabinet, sorry, and say a stone storage bin. And the dwarves can walk over it, and it's more than enough for them to begin with. And as I said, they're not picky. As long as they have a room, have a bed, they are content. Actually, I don't want all this mined out at once, because we'd be here forever before any rooms got finished. So we shall work on the left hand side first of all. And I'm going to bring the mouse on screen if it's visible at all. I'm not sure if I turned off the mouse recording. But essentially, you know what, here, we'll use this. Essentially, bed will be placed where the cursor is right now. Then it'll be like cabinet, chest of drawers, door. And that's essentially repeated throughout this whole process. And in this tiny space, we have what, room for, what, 16, you could 8, 16, 24, 32, 38, 44, 50, 56, 60, 64 rooms, I think. Now that's me being well out of practice with my maths. That could have looked horrendous, or sounded, that could have been calculated horrendously, is what I'm trying to say. Jesus! Words. Our caravan has been done. We will need to create some nest boxes for our chickens and stuff, get sort of like a chicken industry going with eggs and all that kind of crack. The farms are coming along nicely. We're actually having a bit of a harvest, and I really, really need someone to build the goddamn still. So we do. Construction inactive. But yeah, I think that is a decent little intro to the game. We have our initial beginning setup. We have our rooms being planned. And yeah, the dwarves are dwarfing away, getting things done. So yeah, this video is over. Until next time, go away and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.